All right, real quick before I go to bed. All right. Let's go ahead and look at this energy of the adulterer. Oh, let me move this out of the way. Okay. So, I don't want nobody to get it twisted what I'm saying when it comes to adultery and when it not having to do with sex, okay? Because at some point in time, maybe it did. But we're going to go ahead and read what an adulterer is first, okay? And then, yeah, we're going to look at what an adulterer is. And then we're going to go ahead and just pull some cards real quick just for the heck of it, okay? I'm just trying to see what and who we really talking about. Is this something about a personal situation, a universal message, or what, okay? So we're talking about this adultery. Now, I did adultery. I don't think I did adulterer. Okay? So we have an early 15th century, an ancient noun from absolute verb, adulterer, to commit adultery, to adulterate. Okay? Let's see. Let's see, to make impure. So let's just choose that, or pollute. Okay? So we're talking slander. Okay, so again, right here, what we talking about here, okay? An adulterer. Okay, so somebody that is making something impure. So this, okay, so again, if we're talking about this here, all right, if we're talking about this in this way, so it's like I said, it seemed like everybody can go around and do this, right? These people can make a smear campaign. They can slander somebody. They can go inside and put private cameras in somebody's home, right? Now, when we have a president, right? When we have somebody who presides, a sitting president or something, to spy on them, I would think that would be something illegal to do, whether it's while they're running, before, after, or during, okay? Most of the time we don't get to see personal things that go on in people's life, but what these people in this world governing force decided to do is to put personal private citizens or private sovereign groups, entities, or people basically on the stand and show this and exploit this to the world, okay? Secretly in some kind of way, to make people look some kind of way, okay? In order for them not to be able to rule or lead or something, or be looked at as a leader or a Christ or Yeshua energy or whatever, okay? So they tried to take these particular type of things, right? Sexual acts of your past, or make up things if they couldn't find them, or, you know, maybe expose some type of habit somebody has or something of this nature, okay? In order to dirty them or make them impure. Maybe the community looked at somebody in a certain fashion and they wanted to change that. So they went ahead and started to try to say this person isn't the same on camera than they are off camera. But you have to understand, when you're doing a service to the people, you don't need, it's your choice if you want to get up there and tell people about your personal life. Even if I was supposed to be, because for a second I said, is this a masculine that want me to admit something that they think that I did in this lifetime, a past lifetime, or something like this? Like, who are these people for me to have to go out to the world in order to, the communication between me and this masculine? Why would I have to go out to the world to be exposing or feel like I got to, what do you call it? Goodness, confide or make a confession to the world. Like, what is this? Like, no. First of all, no, thank you. Okay? Because it's not nobody's fucking business, first of all. You know what I'm saying? And second of all, no, still. It's like, who is anybody that I need to tell them my personal, unless we all getting on here and telling everything about our whole personal life and our journey. That don't even make no sense to me. All right. So then I said, wait a minute, somebody's doing this for another reason. They're doing this to pollute somebody's energy or their personality or something about them so that they can't do something here. Okay. It could just be out of sheer, pure jealousy, envy, something like this. All right. To try to expose someone. So when you're going out and deliberately using your these principalities and rulers, right? Okay. Or these other entities, or your family, friends, the people around you. Okay. Because you're going to be pretty much hated in your own hometown, right? Or not accepted. Crabs in a barrel mentality. All right. And then you have people in high society that would look at you as lowly and you don't have the right credentials or whatever. But the people that do have the right credentials seem like they can't get it right after hundreds and hundreds of years. So it's like, what are we really looking for here? Okay. So again, to be able to pollute somebody's image. Now, for me, when I'm talking about what I talk about on here, I am, when I'm in my Sagittarius or my Archer energy, is because I've spotted someone I know good and well that they have been in my energy without permission, and what they're doing is exploiting privately or publicly information, and they're using it. They're doing things out of spite, to make fun, to ridicule, to make you feel low, less than, or to try to make you feel some kind of way about yourself, right? These are supposed to be healers or helpers that are supposed to be getting their messages from God. When you see me go at a person, usually I don't talk about I try not to talk about their personal appearance, okay? I might, in the passionate heat of the moment, I might say something about, like, I think when I did that one video, I said the person seems real stiff and, stuff like this or something like this. But it's not like really like talking about, oh, they have a big ugly nose, or, you know what I'm saying? Or, it's not anything, like I said, to try to really come at somebody in that manner. I try to stay away from like features and stuff like that when I come at somebody. It's basically about what you're doing, what's wrong with it, and why you fucked up when you did it to me. That. And I want to show the world what you're doing in case you're doing this to other people. And I want you to be exposed and taken down. Or again, maybe you can have a taste of your own medicine. Okay? So, it says to corrupt. Okay, so again, if this is the case, this is what the community, family, friends, the government, different nations, world leaders have done to me personally. Do you see what I'm saying? This is what somebody has allowed, somebody with authority and power on some type of level, okay, on some heightened level, has allowed to happen to American people, or they personally, as an entity, have done it to people. Okay, all right. They thought they had the right to go into your personal energy, your personal information, okay, and expose it to the world to make you look bad, all right? So again, we have person, usually a man, okay, guilty of adultery, okay? So again, when we say man came on the scene in the biblical text, okay, this means this certain group of people, okay? A person, or this group, which we can consider as man, guilty of adultery. This is, again, well, girls really run the world to a certain extent, okay? But it's the masculine energies that are presumingly or in the public eye as being leaders, or, the people that assumingly run the world, okay? So again, this would make them guilty of adultery. From Old French, okay? It says from adulterer to seduce, okay? And this is also sending a masculine energy in telepathically in order to lure a feminine energy. Most of the time, these were at-home wives or people that were lonely or single moms that they lured into these, I was about to say meta, okay? But mental or telepathic or some type of communication with these energies in order to, like I said, defile your energy or your image. So I'm telling these stories, it's seeming like people that are listening that didn't catch the wave don't realize that as a healer, a high priestess, a God, or a Christ or Yeshua, you're going to be dealing with a bunch of different people and from different walks of life, different habits, different, things that they're sins and things like this that they're going to be dealing with. Okay. All right. So again, talking about these things, if Jesus was walking with these people that were doing these certain things, did that make him doing the same things? You know what I'm saying? So again, in my light, I deal with people that might do certain things and they may look at me like, you're so boring. All you do is sit around. But again, I have a service to do. Okay. And so it's not that I think that these people are bad because they do it. It's just, whatever. So even if we were talking about adultery, like somebody cheating on their husband or wife, in this day and age, I feel like, my whole energy that shifted in me within these past 2 years is just tell the truth. Okay. So again, if you want to do something, you know, you grown and you bad like that, and you supposed to be some pimp player, all right, then why can't you just go ahead and be honest about it? Why you can't be straightforward and say it, and say what you want to do and then do it, or agree to do it with this person, or if you don't, they don't want to agree to do it, go off and do it with somebody else, or whatever you're going to do. Okay. So I feel like we're just living in a different time and day and age right now. Okay. Where as long as you're honest about it, I don't see what the issue is. Okay. I don't, now this is something serious, man. I don't think people should be just thinking that, or we kind of had a conversation about it and you said the other day a little bit, no. You know what I'm saying? Because again, that is just a cheater. Even if you want to talk about poly energy, that's not what that is. That's you sneaking around doing something, and then you're putting somebody at risk of, you know, getting something, catching something. You know, I don't know. I just look at it a whole different way now. Okay. So again, it says someone who commits adultery or fornication. Okay. Let's see what a fornicator is. Okay. It says to fornicate. Okay. Let's see. Someone who commits adultery or fornicates. Okay. But it's not really, well, let's look at fornication. All right. It says lewdness. Okay. Prostitution. Okay. So again, prostitution, that's another thing. Prostitution, lewdness. Well, we could look at lewdness. Okay. But prostitution is something where people are getting paid for something. Okay. If you think that you, if you being interested in somebody and you both as grown adults choose to go off and do something that you want to do or something like this, you know, of course, you know, if you're in a relationship, this should be something that should be probably discussed. Okay. It's something that I've learned, okay? But everybody ain't going to be the same. Some people, it will never tell you, or they'll never be open about it, okay? And then it goes back to idolatry. But again, prostitution is something somebody gets paid for, okay? So I think this was talking about this in one chapter when it said at least these people get paid for it. But it's just like, at least, you know what I'm saying? In this day and age, do you have a choice? Or are people doing sneaky, low-key shit behind the scenes where you're not having a choice with this meta energy, okay? This you know, Facebook lied to you kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? What is they really doing with this information? Okay. Is what I'm talking about. Even when it comes to these televisions or whatever. Okay. Tell lies to your vision. Okay. You know, it just makes me wonder. Okay. What type of stuff, high tech stuff we're talking about with big tech and things like this. All right. Because I don't know why I see some kind of like goggles or something, and somebody like in a virtual reality, or even making people, everyday people, into Sims, you know what I'm saying, and conducting or narrating or putting people in their energies in order to get them to act out on certain things and do certain things so that you can point out, like, you know, have you ever realized that sometimes you're just real cool, but today I lashed out a couple of times today. And I'm like, who is this playing in my energy? Somebody is mad because I'm not speaking. So they send one of these builder bitches over here from the workshop, or one of these witches, or one of these boo hag, or, you know, succubus energies over here into my energy here. Because today I did have to go ahead and do another check. Okay. And go ahead and cleanse the energy again. Because I feel like there is some kind of soul swapping energy, wife swap energy, where somebody's trying to swap out souls. And it's not so much as these masculines, because again, I have a feeling that my masculines love me at my worst. You understand what I'm saying? My 3 masculines was down for me, or 4 or 7, or this group of probably 10 have been down for me when I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? So it didn't nothing change until, like I said, these succubus energies came in. Okay. So again, to be with me with my words, or else you somebody that really is a real hater, and it was okay when I was lowly, or when I may have went and seek guidance from some of my soul siblings or something like that. But I've always been one to go within and go to source. But I'm just saying, okay, it's almost like they're your peers. You look at source or the universe as a higher something, so you go there when you need to. But sometimes you just want to, you know, communicate or something with a like-minded person that's been through or may understand, okay, to reiterate something once in a while. Okay. But like I said, I feel like it just has something to do with communication is key. Okay. Communication is key. Okay. Let's see. So again, if everybody's aware of what's going on, then I guess that would be something that would not even be still adultery. But we're realizing that when we looked at that term adultery, I don't think it said anything about sex, actually. Or not much if it did, okay? So again, it says, yeah, to fornicate, okay? Genitive fornicis. It says, oh, I thought it said brother. Brothel, okay? So we have Horus energy here. Juvenile, okay, and Horus, originally an arch, okay. Yeah, see, this give me the Three of Pentacles energy here, okay. A vaulted chamber, okay. So yeah, this makes me think about also the vaginal energy or walls, or I don't know, it makes me think about that energy too of the World card too, okay. The oval energy that that person is in, or that archway, okay. Vaulted chamber, a vaulted opening, a coverway, okay. Let's see, appearance, source, okay. A brick oven or arch. So a brick house, I'm hearing she's a brick house. Mighty, mighty, letting it all hang out, okay. Oh, why did it make me think about genital mutilation too, though? A source akin of brick oven or a domed shape. Yeah, okay. So this could also be like, I don't know, I'm hearing like an archway or arch back or something like this, okay? It says to heat, to warm, okay? I don't know why I'm thinking about matters of the heart, okay? Strictly, voluntarily, sex between unmarried. Okay, they put it in there. Voluntary sex between, to fornicate. Okay, so I thought this should come up somewhere around here, okay? So again, but it doesn't say fornicator, it says an adulterer, okay? But again, when we use that term, we can find that you can go and see fornication, all right? It says voluntary sex between an unmarried man and an unmarried woman. Oh, well, what about between a married man and a married woman? I don't know. But then you'll have to go in and see what married mean, or marriage. And again, it's a type of matrimony that still it's just very difficult when you look at these terms. That's why it's very important. Well, I don't know why they don't just use etymology in school instead of the dictionary, to be honest with you. It'll save everybody a lot of trouble. Extending the Bible to adultery, okay? A sense of extension and boom, 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 boom. Okay, it says Roman prostitutes commonly solicited from under the arches of the certain buildings. So yeah, this make me think about, I don't know why I'm thinking about McDonald's too, but okay, the golden arches, okay. But again, voluntary sexual intercourse between persons not married to each other. Okay, so again, I guess that can clarify it a little bit more, okay. In a different way here, okay? But again, when I think about this energy, when I think about the masculines that I have been personal with, that I feel have had a close telepathic communication, okay? These are energies that I seek as, okay, these are energies that I see as past life husbands or relationships. So then that, my friends, even if I'm in the physical 3D married to one now, one could be a kingdom husband or a twin flame. One could be a soulmate. One could be a twin flame, and one could be like a common law situation. Okay. A lot of people don't want to see that. Okay. I'm not changing it. I feel like the energy is like they steal mine. It's like sources telling me to claim this, to go back to what it was already. Okay. So if everybody can be like as one, because I feel like even when it comes to that, to have a happy wife is to have a happy life. There's something to that, because a happy, and don't say what about a happy husband, because if a happy wife is gonna 99.99% give you a happy husband, because that's what she naturally does in order of things. When things are lacking in the relationship, things start lacking around the house. And when they start lacking around the house, then the masculine use that as an excuse to step out. Because to be honest with you, I feel like because it's so emotional for females, as long as the male is getting two or three simple things at home, he will, and he been born and bred properly by you, I guess. Then he only needs those couple of things or whatever, and he's good. Okay, men these days may be a little bit different, or a lot, I don't know, but this is just what I'm seeing just on the surface here. Okay. But they're more easily to led astray and to walk away and abandon their duties as dad and husband at home. Where a woman, you know what I'm saying, she can have a whole entire motherfucking affair and it won't touch nothing at home. And you know what I'm saying, she will still be able to operate and do the thing because she's getting fulfilled, or she's getting whatever that is that will be lacking from home, from somewhere else, and she's able to then expand on the thing that she's doing. Because I guess it really don't matter who she's getting it from, or that she's not getting it from home. She's getting it. She's gonna initially go out and get it if he's not giving it to her. Okay? But it would be a cold day in hell. It would take a lot for her for this man to get her to leave her husband. Okay? That's just what I think. Where it could just take a fat ass or something for a masculine to walk away from his whole entire everything. Okay? Go get a gallon of milk and never come the fuck back home. Okay? That's what I'm saying. All right? And not only that, he gonna make sure that it's dressed real nice too. You see what I'm saying? So then that's when you start taking the food out of the mouths of your woman and your children. Okay? I don't know. This is just what I see. Okay, I don't know why I was just thinking about that. She come scoop me in his 2-seater. Okay? You know, because again, that's another thing. It's just about order. It's about loyal. You know, if I do, you know what? And this is the thing. It's wrong no matter how if the other person doesn't know. But I'm just saying, I mean, do people even have boundaries though? Like, you just gonna be all the way whole, entirely reckless with the shit, okay? And since men are more logical and sometimes they can become more, you know, I don't know, like robot, like I don't know, they can be some kind of way sometimes. I feel like it's easier to tell, but it's almost like when your woman going all around the house not really having much to say, you know what I'm saying, it's that kind of energy too. So I don't know y'all, okay, but that's just how I see it, because anybody can leave anybody and do whatever they want to do with anybody, how they're going to do it or whatever. A man can do the things I said that a woman could do or whatever, but I'm just saying more than likely it's like that. Because he really wants just the meal and that or something like this, and a good, you know, a good headmaster or something, you know. So it's kind of like that energy, okay? But again, in order to get that from her, all you got to do is be treating her right. You slacking with that, then she gonna slack with certain things, okay? But if you want, and I just feel like that's the energy. If you want your household to be in tip-top shape, you want her to be in tip-top shape, you want them children to be in tip-top shape, you got to take care of your business. And a lot of people distracted by a lot of things, women and men these days. With this spiritual journey, it totally disconnected me from everything. So again, I have to take accountability for, you know, a portion of things that happen around here lately. You know what I'm saying? Within this ascension or this attack or whatever the hell you want to call it. Whatever it is, it taught me a lot of things. All right? About myself, other people, and things like that. Things that I thought I was already advanced with my sense of knowing, but I realized that there's so much more to learn. Okay, so I don't know. And one thing is to know that we can't count on what we learned in school and in church. You know what I'm saying? In those indoctrination stations, that there's some extensive something that has to be done with the curriculum in order for people to be already on top of game. So we don't have to come to this time when it's judgment day or it's, you know, the end of the world or some shit like this. And we got to sit here and unravel terms. You get what I'm saying? In order to get to the truth about what's really being said here. Whenever, if we were using the proper root or basis of things, we would not be being confused, because they don't even teach you really how to read the dictionary. Usually we just go in the dictionary and we just get that first word or whatever, okay? But there's a certain way to read the dictionary so that you get a proper understanding. And I still don't even know that way, okay? To be honest with you. That's why I like etymology, because it's like the history of the word. So, you know what I'm saying? I just like to be able to go through it in that way or that fashion. So, I don't know. I think that's all I had to say. But again, so a fornicator, okay, it says so extramarital sex with willful and melancholy. What is that? Hold on. Malicious Okay, hold on. I was about to say melancholy. Okay, y'all, come on now. Okay, let me put these glasses on. Maliciously interferes with marriage relations. Okay, adultery. Okay, and then most of the time I feel like, you know, women will give signs when she about to go. Okay, men, I told you, it'll be like, he like, yeah, I'm about to go get this, and that's it. And then I also think it's a difference between people that are open and willing to communicate, and then narcissistic people that feel like they don't have to owe nobody anything. And even if you do ask them about it, they're not going to tell you. Okay? And so that's just the energy. Like I said, to heat or warm. Yeah. Okay? Because I feel like a lot of these people are cold-hearted snakes. Okay? These feminine energies, they might look good on the outside, but on the inside, they don't got that warm and gooey something. Okay? And some of them can play it off for a little time, but then, you know, you'll be able to get to see that part. Okay? And like I said today, I really felt like somebody was really jumped into my energy, surprisingly. And so I had to write up some little thing real quick about what we ain't going to be having around here. When it comes to energy harvesting and stuff like that. Okay? Or even somebody trying to jump into my energy and stay and sit. Because I feel like a lot of these women, I don't even know what to call this, because I don't even think they went, you know, I don't know what, it's scary to talk about it actually, okay? But these energies or these entities. I don't know if these people that are souls that haven't passed over yet, I don't know what the heck is going on, okay? But I feel like some people have been trying to harvest some of them energies into my vassal. And it's like, the only thing that's protecting me is my fucking DNA, man. Or else I wouldn't even be able to be myself right now. Somebody else would be being me. You know, like, it ain't enough that you done already recreated me several times over and over again, these masculines in some kind of sense. You wanna replace me? I can't even be me no more. I can't even borrow me for a minute. I can't be me. Somebody, you want to have a time slot where you're gonna build bitches and put them into my energy or whatever, or my vassal. You know what I'm saying? Where I gotta share my space with bitches that I don't even like, or somebody that want to be in a likeness of me. What is that about? I think anybody would be offended. And then again, the thing is to treat me still like I don't even exist in the 3D to you. Wow. So that's that heartless energy. Somebody that came, it's almost like somebody almost had it. Like a soul snatcher, man. Now this could be also connections between masculines or whatever for payback, because they remember past